The show you are about to listen to is intended for mature audience only. There will be things said that may not be appropriate for younger audience and may offend you. We at Whatever Talk would like to apologize in advance, but really, get over it.
That is how you say hello in sign language for all you out there in audio land.
You ain't say dope.
I didn't. Thanks. Let me do that again. Let me say my opening again. Doe, folks. That is how you say. That's how you say hello in sign language. What? Girl, I done told you. Why aren't you announcing it to me? Why you just won't get up and go?
You're reaching for his foot, his shoe.
Your booty is fine, Lakira. Your booty is not going to show on camera. Go. Oh man, it's up. It's showing my bust. It's just a head and torso.
I did see her go by though.
We talking about whatever that's on your mind. Speak your mind. Don't be shy. This is your time to shine.
How you doing, folks? Welcome to Whatever Talk, the show where we talk about whatever we seem to be talking about at the time. I'm your host, Donnie, and I got my man's cat.
What's happening, people? Just woke up. Sorry.
You said just woke up or something?
Just woke up. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
You do got a little bit of a raspy voice, a just woke up voice. But it's all right. I can't really tell because you always talking to me in your sassy voice for some reason.
Stupid.
I don't know why, but yeah. How you been, man?
Pretty good, man. Just doing the do.
Awesome, man. Oh man, I've been good, man. We were supposed to have a guest on, so unless you joining later on in the show, next time.
Right. It's always next time.
It's always next time, and you're always welcome again, even for the ones who stood us up. You know who you are.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Now, when we get big time, they're gonna be. Can we get in right now?
Exactly. Back then, y'all didn't want me. Now I'm house.
All on.
Right. Now we booked today. Try us again in about a year, nigga.
Yeah, exactly. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put you down for next year, and I'm gonna plan to cancel it. So plan to get canceled,
right?
And then get rescheduled for the year
right.
after.
So actually plan to come in 2 years.
Exactly.
Because next year I'm a cancel.
That's how uppity we gonna get when we get some money.
Exactly.
Straight nigga though.
You know what I'm saying?
We gonna turn into our enemy.
Exactly. Don't turn into you.
Exactly.
You want to be a nigga.
Exactly, man.
Canceling.
But man, we got some comment. Well, we got a comment, but this comment is not necessarily for Whatever Talk, but you know how Whatever Talk talks about whatever. This is for my other show, Challenge Your Beliefs. I have put a post up that said, here is something to flip you blind followers' wigs. God is not alive, or he will eventually die, in parentheses, dun, dun, dun. If Jesus is to be the heir, does that mean God's life has expired? Question. That's all that was. But I knew it was going to flip some blind followers' wigs, so that's why I announced it for them so they can know that whatever I say, just do it.
But, right. But ain't Jesus God?
See, I know that, I think.
Yeah, it's a Trinity.
Exactly. That's why I stated, I put up this is not related to this post, but I have put up another post stating that God must be one crazy mofo because because when Jesus went into the forest, he was talking to God. Ain't that God talking to himself?
I get that, right? I get it.
I was like, God is nuts, and y'all want to be up under that throne. You better watch your back around that.
But I don't see it like that. But I get it. That's crazy.
And what makes it so funny is like Jesus or God is some dope actors, because he kept walking out of the forest talking to his goons, like, man, why y'all keep falling asleep? I'm back here talking to my dad. Y'all keep falling asleep back. You're supposed to be watching my back. He go back in there and start talking to himself again. Well, that's nuts. That is nuts. Oh man. But going back to the original posting I have put up, asking that question, a guy named, now you know how I say, I don't like giving whole names out.
Yeah.
That don't apply to white people. White people get the whole
middle names and everything.
Exactly.
Birth date. Last four of the social and everything.
I'm trying to make this show as racist, not racist as can be.
Okay. All right.
Because I did have something else for this show planned, but then something that me and Liqueur had watched yesterday had kind of almost flipped my whole dynamics of how what I wanted to talk about in this particular show. I'm gonna get to it after this comment.
All right.
Now, Larry Vasquez.
Curly and Mo. Right.
Vasquez or Vasquez. It is Vasquez. I'm assuming that's Russian, maybe. I don't know.
Nah.
I don't know why. I don't even know why Vasquez. I assume it's Russian. I don't even know why I assume Russian. I just said it because of the way my mouth was went when I tried to pronounce his word, the name.
No, that's a Hispanic last name.
Hispanic? Probably. Okay. Anyway, his name is Larry. Okay. Larry then. He said LMAO. When you hold on first, before I continue, I can read. I am reading it how it's laid out.
Okay.
LMAO. When you die and meet Jesus, well, figure out why your ass is ISS on fire forever. You're apostrophe ER a stupid ass. So he got that one right. That you are right. You're a stupid ass. You're a stupid ass. Now you got what he was trying to say. Or maybe this is how I replied to that was, just like a Christian, always getting mad over questions because you are terrified to ask them yourself. Adding to your statement, when I die, I won't go to hell, nor heaven, nor will you. If you read the book that you believe in, you will know that hell has to be created first in order to go to it. I also make the assumption that you don't know what air means, HEIR. Again, I was just asking a question. That was a legit question.
Right.
I think it was a legit question. I had to make a somewhat of a statement so you can know where I'm coming from before the question was arise, so you can try to get some concept or some context of where I'm coming from with the question.
Right. Now, what does it say? What exactly, what does it say about the heaven has to be, hell has to be created?
Well, according to the book, it hasn't been created yet. It gets created after revelations take place. So everybody who keeps saying you're going to hell when you die, I was like, well, I thought you was a believer. It's not even created yet.
You remember what chapter that's in?
It's in the New Testament. I know that.
Okay.
That's the thing too. I have to say this again too. Is like, I don't remember the chapters, and I just remember the book that I think I got that from. Now you can go read the book for yourselves. I always implore reading. Go read it for yourself, because again, you probably seen that that hell was created. It probably told you that, but it told me that it wasn't created yet.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, I don't know that. I don't break it down like that, because it seems like everybody who break it down to those particular chapters and verses, they still don't quite use it in the right context or whatever. So, but you out here, you know where you got that from though, but do you know what came before that contradicts what you just said? And anyway, why are you even worrying about the New Testament? I mean, the Old Testament. Don't be supposed to like roar. Why is the Old Testament even here? The New Testament says, it tells you, it overrides the Old Testament. With everything that goes on in the Old Testament, the New Testament, Jesus said that. Whatever. He was like, look, y'all come to me one more again about what this Moses has said. I'm here now. That's pretty much what he said. Like, I'm here now. And God came from the heavens, where his voice came from the heavens and said, yeah, that's my son. Listen to what he said. So come on now, people. You just got to read the words, how it's laid out in the sentence, and don't put another word in that sentence, and don't take another word out of the sentence. Read it how it is written.
Definitely got to read for yourself, man. For whatever it is in life, you definitely got to read for yourself.
Oh yeah. Now, this is what I wanted to talk about in this particular show. I want to talk about general speaking. Talked about this before. I've been doing some more thinking on it, and I keep coming up with somewhat of the same thing. That, you know how my theory of conversation, how not just people who be in so-called relationships like husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, always talking about, communication is the key for your relationship. Well, I feel like communication is the key for every single type of relationship. Yeah, and I feel like nobody, including us, we have to practice as well, because we're locked in our ways and grew up with a mindset as well until we learn how to think for ourselves. But I feel like nobody knows how to really conversate with anybody. Like, we don't. Like, we talk in figure of speeches, and a lot of figure of speeches get us jacked up in a conversation. Like, it messes a whole entire conversation up using certain figure of speeches,
like sayings and stuff.
Yeah, sayings, like sayings and figure of speech, like no offense. That's weird. That's just the one that just popped in my head while I'm trying to look for this. But when people be talking and they say something, they be like, well, no offense to so and so, but
I mean, well, people that say that, they not everybody, but people that say that, they probably really feel like, look, don't take offense to this, but
yeah,
I guess that's why they saying it.
Yeah, I get, but I know that's not really the one I had in my mind, but
okay.
But that is one of them that just came to my head while I was looking for the other one. But we could talk about it still.
Or like, don't get me wrong.
See, but no, something those like are to me. So those are, that one is okay, so kind of okay. I don't mean.
So you don't mean ones like that. I mean, like,
okay. We can move on from this. This could come to my head. You mean like later.
Either way it go? You mean something like that?
Why every single phrase you do, you gotta do pops.
I was just about to say, I feel like your daddy.
Every phrase is pops.
Either way it go.
I'm over here like, he done said about 8 phrases and 8 pops.
I was just about to say the same. I was about to be like, man, I sound like your pop, bro. Like, but that goes to show that he talked in phrases, bro.
Oh yeah, he talks in phrases.
In phrases. If that's the right way to say it, if that's what we mean, that's how he talks.
Yes, yeah. if that's what I'm trying to convey at the end of this. Yeah. But I've also, in conversation, I feel like you should listen in general.
Oh, definitely. Listening is the most important part of the conversation.
Yeah, it is the most important part.
Well, not of the conversation. Listening is the most important part of communicating.
Communicating, yes, you're right.
Yeah,
you're right. Yeah, you got to fix that.
Yeah,
you're right. It's the most important part of communicating, not conversation. But
because if you don't listen and hear it, then it wasn't communicated.
You're right. But I also, smooches. But I also feel like you should listen in general. You know how we say speaking in general basically mean that, you know, when we be saying niggas be, or black folks be, white folks be, Asians be, you know, we're putting all Asians, all niggas, all white folks in a general pot, as they say. And we do that because, or at least I feel like we do that because of the sense or the meaning of the phrase general speaking, is that it's too many of y'all doing or not doing what the conversation is talking about. So to single out, I can't single out all y'all who's doing it. So y'all all get put in a general pot. But if you take offense to it, then be welcome to send me your name and I'll single you out of the general pot. That way you can know that I'm talking about you directly.
Right. Since you want to act like I'm talking about you.
Exactly. So that's what I mean by, I feel like we should listen in general. That way I feel like so many conversations can go like, that'll take like half of the conflict out like that to me. In my opinion, you just listen in general the same way you
with
speak
your
in
ears.
General. Yeah, like listen.
Instead of listening with your emotions or something else.
That was going to lead to my next thing of how I feel, why I think about this negativity thing that people keep sprouting out in the world. You know how that'd be like, man, you know, you put out in the world what you get in or whatever, some junk, like however that BS go.
You get what you get. You get what you put out.
Yeah. So how come every time somebody's saying something, all you hearing is negative from that person, and you have no idea about who this person is, and that could be just his thought process, or that just could be just, a thought in his head that he just happened to convey.
Yeah.
But by you not listening in general, you automatically assume that the guy is talking about you, even though you just said, people named Charlie be acting like blah, blah, blah. And if they do this, they always doing that. Well, if a Charlie come up to you, like, man, I take offense to that because my name is Charlie. Well, Charlie, I don't know you per se, Charlie. Right. I just said
Charlie's be doing that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But you're so mad because you're not listening in general. You're so mad that you think that I literally know you. You never even met me. Right. But you think I know you well enough to call you out, particular Charlie, out of all the Charlies I just said.
Right. You don't know me. I know. So why you acting like I do? Like
nigga.
Right.
Like, I don't know you, man.
Exactly.
Where I'm trying to get to when you said the whole emotion thing is, you might about to hurt some feelings here. Hey, but you know,
2021, it's the day and age we in, man.
I hurt their feelings when I just said, hey, welcome to whatever talk.
Right.
Somebody feelings just got hurt out. Exactly. They got hurt right there. They hurt. They took offense. I can't believe I can't stand the word whatever. He's a monster. I can't stand the word whatever and talk coming back to back after each other.
Right.
Did you know how stupid that sound said out loud? To you, though.
Right.
To you, though, Charlie.
Exactly.
Now, this whole negativity thing, how people, I feel like, why people take everything so negative is because you think everything is negative that's being said either directly or indirectly to you. So you take everything so negative. I feel like people will find such great peace in their lives if they learn emotion control.
Yeah.
Because that is the only thing that's driving you mad. Like literally driving you mad. And it's driving you mad because you always choose this one emotion all the time. Then it turned into a subconscious thing that you don't even realize that you're doing all the time. And then when somebody call you out on it, who's supposed to be your friend, the person that you trust to call you out on it, you get mad. You choose the emotion of getting mad when all you have to do is just emotion control, because no matter what I say about you, how you look, how you act, how your mom look, how your mom act, how your kids look, how they act, none of that would get you upset.
Right. Yep, I agree with
Because
that.
you made the choice to get mad over a person who don't know anything about any of those people I just named. And after they done said that, whether it be on TV or in person, you will probably never, ever see this person a day in your life again. And you choose to get mad over this. And then you say, I got the Lord on my side.
Right. If you do, you better act like
it. Nobody ever acts like the Lord is on their side, even though
he's
supposed to be on their side.
Yep. Nobody. Yep. Yep. That's true. I agree with that.
Nobody ever acts like it. This is the major thing about how I know for a fact the Lord may be on your side, but you do not believe it at all because you fear death. Simple. Yeah.
Is the problem, or is the inconsistency with the actual Bible or the people who believe in?
That's a good question. My feels and thoughts on that is both. It's the inconsistency of the Bible itself contradicting itself in major ways.
That's your opinion. Yeah. People might kind of agree, but not,
Yeah. See, if we were speaking in general, we would never have to make statements like that.
Right. See, keeping it safe for people. Man,
I don't care about keeping it safe for people. You a grown person. You know I'm not talking to you, Charlie. I'm talking to that Charlie.
Exactly.
Man, you know that I'm not talking to you as a grown person because you fit none of the characteristics of the stereotype I just named when I'm talking about this. So therefore, again, stop choosing to be mad, you freaking Charlies.
Right. I definitely think that people, like, if they believe in it, then believe. If you say you believe in it. If not, then not. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
that's the thing about that, Kev. First, let me go back and answer your question about what at least not answer, but make my statement about that. Is that I feel like it's the contradictions of the Bible that it makes itself, and I do feel personally that I wouldn't have to say personally too if I was speaking in general, but I do feel that contradictions. At least personal contradictions, contradictions that helps with growth. Matter of fact, if you recognize the contradiction that you have done, and that's a growth. Like, hey, if you did something about it, you recognize it. Yeah, so contradictions are cool, but not contradictions like the freaking Bible, though, man.
Right, but I said inconsistency, though.
But saying as well, inconsistency. Yeah. Now, the fearful thing about that is, again, going off, I feeling that this stuff is not real, is made up. The other side. So hold on,
I know you.
Hold on. The other answering. Well, I needed to explain that to say what I'm about to say about you when you said the people who's believing it. That part is like the scariest part, because the people who believe it believe in either a large majority of the Old Testament with a little bit of the New, which is picking and choosing what you want to believe out of it, and or they, well, they do exactly what God said do, which is, that's the most scary part about it, is because those crazy people that we deem as nuts that's on the streets that saying, well, God said and God made me and Jesus said, and God told people to do these devilish things. God and these prophets, Moses and them, they raided lands. They raided lands knowing that's not the land that God said he was about to give to them. But hey, we're going to chill here until we get to the land. And they raided them. It even stated like, man, take all the cattle, take the women and children if you want, even allow rape and all that junk. All because God said, go take that land. And if they give you issues, tell them that I said I sent you. Like, who the heck is... They already don't believe in you already. So who the heck is you telling me this God nigga said sent you?
So that's my question. Like,
that's the scary part about it.
No, I've asked you this before. Mm-hmm. We talked about this with T and all that. But is God in question for you, or Jesus and the Bible?
Neither one of them is actually in question for me. This whole thing, I'm intrigued with why people blindly follow without question. That's why I want to just have.
But follow what? Because there's like different gods in the world.
Okay, whatever religion you choose, all these religions derive kind of.
You got some people that their God is Buddha. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I know a little bit about Buddha. I know a little bit about it, but majority of these religions.
What we know about each religion, I'm saying, like, which one do you really have in question? Are you talking about Christianity?
Christianity.
You're not putting in question God itself, though. You know what I'm saying?
Not per se. It just, when I came up doing my research through all these other things popped up, like the questioning that I believe that the devil is impersonating God and or Jesus in the Bible. Things like that pop up in my head by reading the Bible, by going through it.
There's a God, because in order for you
no. I don't know nothing, Kev. I don't know nothing.
Or you believe that there's a God, because in order for you to believe in the devil, you feel me?
No. See, I think you misreading what I'm saying.
Because I'm just trying to understand it. That's just like, yo, I believe in bad, so there has to be good. You know what I'm saying? So you saying, yo, I think Mr. Bad is impersonating Mr. Good. So you know what I'm saying? If you can point out Mr. Bad, and you know there has to be a Mr. Good over there somewhere.
Okay. The devil is only in here because
people, you can acknowledge the devil is what I'm saying. Like, you can do that without like, people know there's evil in the world. I'm
acknowledging the devil because the Bible acknowledged the devil. Let me try to explain it this way, because it is kind of, I get why it's somewhat confusing.
Yeah, I just want to know exactly, like, is God the entity himself, whatever the God is, or is it specifically Christ and the Bible and all of that? Or is it specifically the Quran and Muhammad, or is it specifically Buddhism with Buddha? And you know what I'm saying?
See, and all of that, to me, no matter what you believe in, including my own beliefs and thoughts, that we would never know until we actually die and something happens after death.
Yeah, well, that's why it's faith-based and spiritual.
Exactly.
Yeah, but that's the whole like point of it. To believe in the unseen.
Yes, and to everybody that keeps saying the word with the words I know, that always tickles me straight to my stomach.
Yeah, because we don't really don't know.
Exactly.
Because right there, saying saying that right there is a consistency with belief and faith right there.
Exactly.
Because knowing and having faith is not the same thing.
Exactly, because would defeat if you know already,
that would defeat the purpose
point
of
faith. You keeping your faith then.
Exactly. So when people say they know, that's not true. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. God never appeared to you in your dreams.
Right. I can try to understand what I think you mean when you say that. That you have so much faith that it's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. No. You got so much faith, you want to believe that exactly that's what it is.
Right, but you don't know though.
But you have zero idea that Jesus loves you. You have zero idea that he actually died for your sins, because again, here's something that you blind followers don't talk about, is that Jesus died for our sins under protest. It was a few times he asked, if I don't have to do this, do I have to go through with this? God said, you got to do it. So you don't want, but y'all don't want to talk about that. Only thing y'all want to do is constantly interpretate and translate why? Because the book is already done that for you. Just read. The God is telling you exactly his ordeal. Nigga, you gonna get down or it's lay down. That's exactly how God is, man.
God was a gangster.
I said in my poems,
specifically from the West Coast.
I said in my poems, and the book tells you how gangster it is, and he never fight his own battles. But
that does mean that you believe in him, though.
No. See, this is
to acknowledge is to believe.
No. Look,
like,
this stuff.
If you see a bug crawling on the floor, you'd be like, "Damn, that motherfucker crawling. He crawling faster than." To acknowledge him is to believe he right there. You know.
Look, no. I always said,
and this is just.
Oh yeah, of course, man. I know. Yeah. But I always stated that. I'm not even 100% in my own beliefs, because I constantly. That's why I want to have conversations, and this is why I understand what I'm doing is kind of hard to explain, because I'm still trying to look for ways to explain it. That's why I
want to know specifically the angle of it.
This is okay. This is again. Here's the nutshell version. I'm gonna try to explain it. The nutshell version is
okay.
The nutshell version is, well, it's the rebel Jesus. First of all, the nutshell version is the rebel Jesus. Is how I express my beliefs creatively. Is my beliefs in Christianity, and combined with what we get told about Christianity. That's it in a nutshell. Now, challenge your beliefs is me just wanting to have a conversation about why do you choose to believe this blindly.
Or really what you might be asking is, why do you choose to follow these preachers and deacons and these church folk?
You believing in whatever it is they saying because you believe in the religion that you're in.
Like church folk, like I don't even go to church. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like I got spirituality though. You know what I'm saying? I'm not religious. I'm spiritual.
And when people say I'm not religious, spiritual and religion is one and the same, going by definition.
It is, but it's not, because if I say, yo, my spirit is down today, that don't mean the same, yo, my religion is, today ain't, that's not what I mean. You know what I'm saying?
I know that's not what you mean, but I think we just say that just because that's just how we grew up. We say things, that's part of our terminology. Saying. That's part of our terminology, because our parents and
saying. This is what preachers and deacons and the church folk been jamming in our head. You know what I'm saying? Instead of us going and see what life is about ourselves. Yeah.
Exactly. So that's why we say our spirit is down. I'm just intrigued with this because it's just I like mythology and origin stories.
Mm-hmm.
And this religion, our religion, mythology, including Christianity, 100% mythology. Because all religion, but all the ones I have researched so far, they all basically derive from the same thing, especially the latter branches of Christianity. Christianity ain't just Baptists and Catholics. The Muslims are Muslims are Catholics too. Mormons are Catholic, and I say that because everything just about the things that Muslims can't do, Christians can't do either. But they don't talk about that, Judge.
And Jesus is mentioned in the Quran.
That too, man. So many of these religions, they all got just about not just about, they all just about all of them got a flood in it. Just happened at different eras of the time. They all just about had extension of mankind.
And I think all these different sectors and all that hubs, all these different hubs, it comes when people see certain things in there and they be like, well, no, I don't agree with that. We gonna call it this, and we gonna take that one out of ours. We call we call this because I don't like how that. Nah, my God couldn't do that.
That's exactly how that is. That's exactly how that is. Also, you got people doing that. And then you got different regions of people believing in something else. And then you got these freaking barbaric Christians running over there, impeding, putting Christianity into their religion. And now their religion jacked up. And now you got Thor, and then you got, Odin, because they derive from the same stuff too. The earth realm of Norse mythology is created by the body of a dead god. According to Christianity, the same thing.
Christ,
Muslim got a flood. We got a flood. Norse mythology has a flood as well. Pagan. I believe Buddhists had a flood as well, if I recall right. I could be wrong, but on that one.
That doesn't mean that there is no entity, though. There is no,
and that's what I'm trying to convey to folks, is that I believe that there may be a God, what we call a God-like entity.
One major question it's the simplest question even a child could ask, like, how did we get here? How are we even formed?
See, and that's why I say I don't believe Adam and Eve was the first humans created. And like you just said, those bits and pieces, those bits and pieces that you said, oh no, I don't like that, I'm gonna throw that over there, we're gonna go with this. Christianity did the same thing.
All of them.
All of them. The Ethiopian Bible is American's Bible, but with more books in it. And they chose not to put these certain books in it because those certain books dime out God. Like, it tells on God. So like, oh no, we can't have that over here.
See?
So that's why I say I don't believe that Adam and Eve was the first humans, because it's written in those books that the Ethiopian Bible have, which is also our book, but with a cut down version of it.
Right. Yeah.
So again, I just find this stuff intriguing, and I like conversation and religion. Even though I'm not religious, but this kind of technically makes me religious because I'm intrigued with it. I just don't believe in any of it.
See, I don't even think that makes you religious. I think it actually makes you spiritual in a sense.
That's what your clan said. My clan said religion.
Right. Right. That's what your denomination said.
Exactly. Your origin of people said it's spiritual. Just like just like my origin of people call him Allah. Your origin of people call Jesus. Your people call but they all the same person.
It is. And that's one thing that eventually all of us will, I believe that all of us will find out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, so it wasn't Buddha. It was, you know what I'm saying? But like that, like I said, that simple thing though, is I definitely don't believe that we got here from the Big Bang.
You know what? And this is what I find funny about science, man. And you know I love me some science. I love me some science.
Mhm.
But again, everybody gets it, B. Everybody gets it. Science, again, I find it funny about science is that I'm not even gonna put religion into this, but it's hilarious to me though, even though the Bible and science.
One, they not the same thing.
No, they're not the same thing, but they, to me, I do believe they can coexist. The Bible sounds so freaking modern to me. Like, and I ain't talking about, you know, how Christians be looking for signs or Lord, show me a sign versus Lord, tell me directly. You go look for a sign and then walk outside, you seen the street sign that said, that's my sign.
Hey, 12th Street.
Freaking blind followers.
Oh, 12th Street? I gotta have 12 kids.
I gotta always keep at least $12 in me on my person. Because that's what God trying to tell me. Trying to tell me.
And that's what you choosing to get out of.
Exactly. Because you want to know why? Your God plays games with your soul. God is a soul distortionist. For real. but
yeah, that's science, and you was about to say
but science, I find it funny how science can tell how old something is. Like, you can't tell me the future. Like, for real, if you could be able to tell me anything about hundreds of billion years ago, you should be able to tell me what's about to happen at least 2 days from now. At least 2 days from now.
I mean, when they do it with weather.
No. They play with weather. That's why they meteorologists.
Yeah, they
play with weather. They can make it rain. They can make it shine. They can do whatever they want with the weather because they showed us.
We living in the Truman Show.
100%. Well, I want to go with WandaVision. Blind freaking followers, man. I wonder all these blind followers are under something like Wanda. If you ever seen that show, like they know that they're being controlled by something, but they can't break out of it.
Wow.
Like on WandaVision, they all knew they was under mind control. They just couldn't help it because she was controlling them. So I wonder if these blind followers work the same way.
Hey, it could.
Because God is telling them to do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But man, we derived from
I know we did.
The whole thing about what I really wanted to talk about. If you got time, I do want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Because I want to talk about coddling. If you don't know, Cav, I believe you do know how I feel about coddling. I am not one for coddling. And I'm not talking about my family, even though I can be hard when it comes to the discipline. I'm talking about coddling society. And the reason why I feel why we are this major global teardrop.
Right.
For real, man. Planet-wise, man. I bet you if we do water, earth, wind, fire, and bring Captain Planet here, he'll come back as a freaking tear emoji.
Right.
Because the whole planet is some crybabies, and it's all due to governments, and I'll even say society is got more to say about this than the government, about coddling other society, coddling.
What if that's how the government wanted to go? What if they systematically doing it like that on purpose?
Me and LaKira was watching Mr. Magoo the other day. Extremely funny movie, and man, I gotta tell you, that is the absolute, we're gonna talk about this too, but not right now, the absolute most privileged white person ever created, fiction or nonfiction.
Okay.
Mr. Magoo. We're gonna talk about it. Also, his dog has got to be the smartest dog, fiction or non-fiction. Fiction.
Okay.
But talking about this whole coddling thing, we was watching Mr. Magoo, and I was like, what the heck? We both was like, what the heck?
Right.
Now, right before the we push play, this is on where Mr. Magoo was at. Disney. Disney already gay. I don't even care about that. Now, we hit play, and the very first thing that popped up, hold on, before I say that, is Mr. Magoo. You know who Mr. Magoo is?
I remember that. Yeah, Mr. Magoo.
The blind old white guy.
Oh yeah,
the old white nigga.
Like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. This is the live action movie with Liam Nelson, not Liam Nelson, Leslie Nelson. I think that's his name.
Leslie Nelson.
And this movie came out when? Late 90s? Was it late 90s?
Leslie Nelson funny and everything.
Every single movie I seen of his, I liked. It was hecka funny.
For real.
Now we hit play, and this popped up on the screen. And I will say, because this does make a difference. It was silence while this was on the screen. Keep that in mind.
You mean the TV was silent or silent from y'all viewing?
No, it was silent from us because we was reading the thing.
Okay.
But yes, the TV had no audio playing while this was on the screen. That's important because this is Mr. Magoo we talking about, the movie. This all going to make sense in a second, Kev. The first thing that popped up when you hit play on the Disney platform, Mr. Magoo, is the preceding film is not intended as an accurate portrayal of blindness or poor eyesight. Blindness or poor eyesight does not imply an impairment of one's ability to be employed in a wide range of jobs, raise a family, perform important civic duties, or engage in a well-rounded life. All people with disabilities deserve a fair chance to live and work without being impeded by prejudice. Here's where you prejudge that I would care about this false care that you proceeding here, is that if you actually cared about the blind, you would have some freaking audio reading this out here, for one. That's the first thing, because you're talking about the blind here. They can't see what it is that you're trying to tell them.
Right.
That's the first thing that you about this very false caring thing that you're trying to set, that you actually care about these people here.
Yep.
And the second thing is the title of my Rebel Jesus poem CD or flash drive or whatever you get it at. It's called OMD, which is Oh My Dad, which is making fun of the OMG.
Yeah.
Is that OMD, coddling society to the freaking max. What? So, first of all, this movie is old as heck. And you got people that's blind when this movie came out, or a little bit of blind when this movie came out. And by the time you decided to care about these people, they went totally blind. And you still ain't reading, and you still trying to act like you care about society. We coddling society so much is that we got Charlemagne saying that the God saying things like they should find a way to shut off social media because it's messing up the kids. It's messing up people's mind. We're addicted to social media and all this stuff. Hold on, Cal, don't keep everything you got to say. Hold on. There's one more thing I want to bring up about this. That going off, piggybacking off what Charlemagne said, is that where is this cat? Well, this cat called a radio station This is a different day that he was talking about this, but it all intertwines with what I'm trying to say here. Some cat called a radio station about, technology and, it's too much. This is a young cat too. Young cats, they speak before they're mad can actually think about what they're saying.
Yeah.
They
think they own one. They think they own it.
Exactly. They think they've been, righteous, black or white or whatever they is, and don't know the half of what it is that they're fighting for. Right. Stuff like that. But it's cool. Experience is a part of life.
I mean, we was all like that. You know
exactly,
what I'm saying? We was all that way.
That's why that what they call, we put in our dues to talk about these rereads.
Exactly.
But he called up here, saying things about technology, how like, man, he actually went as far as saying, man, I wish I could find a way to just disconnect and just shut all social media off, forever or just for a extremely long time, And this is how we coddle society, by not saying things like, nigga, put the phone down and don't touch it.
Right. That's all you got to do is
That's
not
all you got to
it.
do. You freaking rereads.
Right. Yeah.
We coddle society by not telling them things like that because their feelings gonna get hurt when you say you an idiot because you feel like every time that ding sound happens, you just got to pick it up. Because if you don't pick it up, your world the devil gonna be after you if you don't pick it up.
Right. It's their God, bro.
Exactly.
It's their God. It's their religion, bro. Exactly. I got to answer. The devil gonna get me. Yeah.
Look, I say that to Lakira all the time. If somebody texts you, I will hope they have the common sense to not text something that's an emergency wise. Just call me because I may not answer the text or I just may be doing what I want to do at the particular time and don't care about your emergency text. Because if it was that much of an emergency, you would either call me or 911.
Yeah, I'm calling. If it's an emergency, I ain't texting.
Exactly. You freaking rereads coddling other rereads.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, I think I think we are so imbued with stupidity and program stupidity that it's literally embedded into our whole entire being because we got people who called a radio station, like I'm about to say now, this chick called a radio station, has something to say to get it off her chest, and she said the word piss. And it's like, oh, I'm sorry. I finally got through and I said the word piss. I know you can say that on the radio, but you saying fucking shit and you know that damn well you can't say that on the radio.
Right. Exactly.
Man, we are so imbued in stupidity that it's a subconscious ready to go at any whim. It's set to auto for us.
Bro, that's crazy.
I mean, oh my goodness. I mean, it's just the little things like that. I ain't even get to the big stuff like we always still dying for, like racism and stuff like that. I'm talking about the little bitty stuff like, look, man, Kev, we was watching, what did I watch earlier today? What did I watch? Baby's Day Out.
Okay.
Hilarious movie.
Mm-hmm.
Hilarious movie. The movie is funny as heck. Love it. I'm looking at this movie and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is what we call entertainment. Now, I do get movies and cinema and entertainment, period. It's to kind of like bring us out of reality, use our imaginations. All that is cool, understandable. But when every movie and piece of entertainment that I watch now, because I've been noticed a pattern of stupid and stuff that goes on in movie tropes and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But we watching Baby's Day Out, and Cav, literally, you seen the movie before?
Yeah, I seen it before, like once or twice back in the day. That came out in the 90s.
90s. Watch this movie again. Watch this movie again, Cal.
I remember him being on the construction site and he was crawling on the.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. And I'm
Yeah.
gonna say that one for last because the whole entire movie, not one single soul can see this baby crawling in the middle of the street in the freaking busy. This is Grand River we talking about. This is this is Grand River. This is Grand River. This is the equivalent to Grand River in Detroit, Michigan. Here,
Right.
this baby, 9-month-old. That's in how they said how old it was in the movie, crawling across the street, and that damn person even beeped the horn, push burnt rubber like they about to crash into something. No human being can see this baby, and you know those little spin around doors that you go into.
Yeah.
The baby the baby sitting down, waiting to get spent out, and nobody can see this freaking baby on the floor waiting to get spent out. And I'm watching this movie. Oh, the last one, which let's just go hypothetical here. Let's just say, even for entertainment purposes, nobody actually seen this baby throughout the whole entire movie. They got to the construction site. Absolutely somebody had to see you at a construction site because it's supposed to be 100% safety, right?
Right.
Now, one person seen this baby up on the high level
of a beam
skyscraper that's not nowhere. It don't even have no walls. It barely got floors, and nobody in the construction site seen this person. Also, nobody in the movie also seen the people chasing the baby, trying to kidnap the baby. And I'm looking again, I'm still looking at this movie. Again, hecka funny, being entertained like a mud. I love the movie. That doesn't take away from it being a good movie, but it does bring up the whole fact of like, this is what we get entertained by, and this is how we get programmed to get embedded with subconscious stupidity that comes out, that's set to auto and comes out at any time we don't even think about it.
Yeah. It curves our whole reality and our whole vision of things, bro. Yeah.
Yes. I'm like, oh my God.
Because somebody would actually look at the movie and be like, maybe them people didn't see the baby.
It got my mans from the Matrix 1 in it, who betrayed him.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I'm like, maybe they're in the Matrix and they're not programmed to see this baby because he in this movie.
Right. Maybe this the prelude, maybe the prequel.
Exactly, because he is younger. He didn't know that he was a part of the Matrix yet.
Right. See,
he didn't come in contact with Morpheus and them.
Baby's Day Out, the Matrix Prequel.
Exactly. I'm like, man, and again, none of this stuff can. Again, if you're a cool person that's in control with their emotions, you can still be entertained by this stuff. It's just ludicrous that everything that comes out is set to that stupid formula. No matter what it is, action, even actual drama movies, all that. You got white people doing what white people do in movies. And I mean, like, Panic Room is a great example of freaking white people. Actually, any movie with white people in it is a good movie with white people. It's doing white people stuff. But again, listening to that chick on the radio saying what she said about piss, oops, my bad. Because you can actually say piss on the radio, but you can't say none of that other stuff that you know that you ain't supposed to be saying for a fact. But you say it anyway. My young cat, talking about technology. I wish I knew a way to just turn off technology versus, hey, pushing the off button on your whole entire phone.
Right. That's all you got to do.
You can bypass mute. You can bypass silent. You can bypass all that and go straight to cut off.
Yeah.
That's how you find a device on how you can break away from technology. Not find a way to coddle these folks by saying they should come up with a way to shut down social media for a few hours.
There's already a way. Shut that mug off. Yeah, shut it off.
If I want to cut it off, I'll cut it off. That's the way to do it, but they ain't gonna do that. Why? Because they trying to make money off you freaking Riri saying the things that y'all do.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I agree.
Dang it, man. Coddling, man. If it ain't your kid, to a certain extent, depending on what they done did, don't coddle. Of course, you got family members and your wife and all that. So I'm just using the kid as an example. Yeah. You know, I'm not saying don't coddle, man, but I'm just saying at some point you got to be real with the person or the people or the society that you're coddling. At some point, you have to let them know you're a dumbass.
Right. You got to, man.
You got to. Here it is, where I bring you back to the beginning of that whole emotion control of Kev. If I ever say you a freaking dumbass and you are freaking Riri out to the max right now, don't choose the emotion of getting mad. Think about what I said. Maybe you are being this dumbass that I'm saying here.
Right. Yeah.
I'm your friend, right? I'm the one that you trust to tell me whenever you acting like a dummy.
Yeah, we so emotional, bro. Like we be stuck on like I know this nigga just called me a dumbass, bro. Like, why you calling me names? Like, that's what they stuck on. Instead of them seeing that me calling you a dumbass is saying that, bro, what you just did, bro, is dumb. That could have got you killed, my nigga. Like, you stupid for that. Instead of them seeing that for that, they thinking I'm just calling them niggas names and you a dumbass.
And Cav, we about to take it even farther than what you just said, because guess what, Cav? This is what happens when you choose the emotion of mad and not being in control of your stuff, is that if you didn't choose to get mad, you will realize that I didn't even call you a dumbass. I said, you're acting like a dumbass.
Yeah.
But if you continue to do this dumbass stuff, then one would think, hey, maybe this nigga is actually a dumbass.
Yeah.
So if you stop choosing, I'm about to go even deeper, man. This emotion control is here's the core of the emotion control that I feel is the core of the emotion control, is that to your core, you care about what people think about you. No matter how light it is, no matter how small of the degree, the grain, when you break it all down, I bet you care about what people think about you. And one of the reasons I say that, because one of the things you said, heck of funny, man, and it's ever so true, is that you can't be proud of it if you feel picked on.
Yeah.
You can't be proud of it. You can't be watching around, I'm proud, I'm black and I'm proud, if you feel picked on. If you worrying about this, people calling you black, or you a monkey, or you look like this, or you too light, or you got this on your nose, or
black.
you
Right.
What are those?
Right.
All of that stuff, you care about what people think of you for some reason. And that right there, no matter, and I really do feel like this, man, if you got any smidget of that, as they say in religion, mustard seed of it, you a miserable person.
Right. If you got a mustard seed of misery, nigga, you miserable.
Mustard seed of misery. I'm telling you, man. And you're gonna always choose that, what I feel is a choice, depression. Man, here's the thing. It's now to me a figure of speech, because nobody knows what the depression is, but you claiming depression.
Yeah. Because that's what it's called. Yeah.
Depressed is not depression. Depressed is just a big word for sad.
For sad. Feeling
That's
down.
all it is.
Right. So many people misuse both. Everybody misuse it. I don't think one person know the difference between the two, bro.
I haven't come across anybody outside of me, you, Helena, when we had that when I the episode called Decompressed Depression.
Mm-hmm.
That was an awesome conversation about it. And I think Aaron, no, what's that episode? One, we'll be back in a moment or something like that.
Who was Aaron?
Aaron, it's he the white guy. Well, everybody been white except for two people.
I'm about to say which one?
Three now. I forget.
Right. Right.
But shoot, I would say he's probably the latest white guy we had.
Okay.
I think the guy is called. I mean, I think the episode is called "Special to Me" or something, or "This changed me" or something.
Okay.
But yeah, it's like
people do not know, bruh.
To the core of everybody's misery, there's a mustard seed of I care about what people think of me, and those people care not what they see of you.
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't. You need to learn how to control your emotions. Even if the person is dead on the money about what your grandma looked like. Lucky guess.
Right.
They don't know that for real unless you give the emotion of getting mad, which tells you he's right on the money about what he just said.
Right.
And you ain't gonna never see this guy ever again in your life, and he is asleep right now because you mad.
Right. Why you up mad?
Emotion control, people. We were supposed to be talking about love and relationships today, but I think we talk about love and relationships all the time. That's our specialty, Cam.
Right. Exactly.
that was supposed to be our guest coming on. She wanted to talk about love and relationships, but again, we just come at it at a more direct. The way we come at it at the way that you don't want to hear it, but you choosing to get mad over it versus actually thinking about what somebody said.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Exactly.
Because you want to see everything as negative. I don't know. Was that racist enough? I don't think that was racist.
You said you don't think was it racist?
Yeah, I wasn't being racist this episode, was I? Was I being prejudiced this episode?
I don't think so.
I'm just saying, I don't want them to think that I'm worrying about hurting their feelings. That's all.
Right. I don't want to hurt their feeling about hurting their feelings.
Exactly. I don't want them to think that I care about that because I don't care about hurting your feelings. Because again, I don't know you, Charlie, to hurt your feelings.
Right. Exactly.
I'm just talking about all miserable, depressed people. But if Charlies are depressed, then you fall in with them if you want to put yourself in there, Charlie.
Right. Like, I don't know you. Remember, you told me that.
You told me that when you put it on social media for everybody to see it.
Right.
And then you get mad because I call you out on it.
Exactly.
Freaking Charlies in the world. We gonna close out on these stupid lyrics, man, because we ain't had stupid lyrics in a while. And let's close out on some, I guess, lighthearted stupidity versus some straightforward, direct, need to be in your freaking face, you stupid dumbasses. Stupidity, type of stupidity.
Right.
Stupid lyrics. And they both come from Lil Flip. Which I kind of dig Lil Flip. He got two with Busy.
Flip.
Yeah.
Flip. Game over.
He got two with Busy. And only one of them I really like.
Busy got a song with everybody.
I know. Busy be featuring on air. Busy is the feature version of Tupac's albums after death. Right. Just constantly coming out with them.
Exactly.
But he got one on this song called R.I.P. Screw. And I'm assuming Screw is the nickname of his partner, because that's what we're talking about. But he got a lyric called,
talking about DJ Screw.
Or could be talking about DJ Screw, but he said R.I.P. Oh, yeah. He passed?
Yeah.
Oh, but I don't know when this song came out. Oh, okay. I don't know when this song came out. But anywho, that's what it's called. And
he died back in the day.
Oh, okay. So it probably was that because Lil Flip is back in the day.
Right. And Screw died before that.
Oh, okay. So no, this can't be
Lil
that.
Flip.
This can't be that Screw there.
Oh, so he talking about somebody like
I
around the
don't know,
time
man.
he was
We
rapping?
assume it's up about a
Because Lil
cat we
Flip,
ain't never met.
right, Lil Flip, 2000s, early 2000s. I
Early
think
2000.
Screw died like in late 90s or something, or early like
Well,
2000.
they still could have been friends before he came out and all that stuff.
Yeah, because
But
Screwed Up Click, all them Slim Thug and all them, you know what I'm saying?
oh, he with them as well? Slim Thug?
Well, not Flip ain't with them, but I'm saying like Screw, he was like he had a hand in a lot of people's
Affiliated.
he had a hand
Okay,
in
just
a
say
lot of
affiliated.
people's stuff. Yeah.
All right. In the song R.I.P. Screw by Lil Flip, he has stated these lyrics. We got a relationship like Lil Wayne and Birdman. First, you don't freaking want a relationship like Lil Wayne and Birdman.
Now, is he talking to a girl or
I don't know who
talking to
Screw
Screw?
is. I don't know
Oh,
who
he's talking
Screw
to
is.
Screw. Okay.
The song is called R.I.P. Screw, and I'm assuming he's talking about Screw because yeah. But again, no
he
matter
was
if
the
he
real better, he would have said minus the kissing.
yeah. Minus the molesting.
Exactly.
Now, here's another lyrics he got on the same song. He said, try to imagine Batman without Robin. I'm like, okay, first of all, I believe Batman came out, a minute before Robin was introduced into the thing. So Batman was doing fine by herself.
Right. And we don't even need Robin. Like, we can do without Robin, nigga, bro?
Exactly. But
it's Robin.
It is Robin, but modern day Robin, to add to that, he's a freaking beast. That's who read. I don't know if you know who. But I know it, yeah. Young Robin.
Like Batman,
that's what Batman.
We don't need Robin to make Batman who he is.
Exactly. So Flip, what's happening, man? What's happening? Are you just trying to? Is that part? Was he being programmed?
He's just trying to be deep.
Deeply programmed. He's trying to be deeply programmed. Oh, he's trying to be deeply programmed.
He's trying to be deep, nigga. Like,
oh man.
You know how people say they be trying to be deep or something, but they say something that's so simple. Like, what are you talking about? Like nigga, that's like Batman without Robin, nigga.
Batman is a freaking G without Robin. What are you talking about?
Like what you mean, nigga? Like,
and also, Robin without Batman is a freaking beast as well, man. What are you talking about?
So there you go.
So Solo, they're pretty beastly.
They're pretty all right, bro.
So are you trying to say it wasn't you, it's me? Why we breaking up?
Right.
Freaking busy on this mud too. Can't be having busy on stuff with sales stuff like this, man, with lyrics like this.
Right.
But he was just on the chorus, busy. Busy is like he's another version of Nate Dogg in certain things.
I was about to say that, yeah.
On a lot of things.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's close. I mean, we talked about a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I just want to close out by saying, people, emotion control. Everything you hear is not negativity. We don't even know you to be negative to you. Mm-hmm. But now I am making my judgments.
Right.
And control that jump, please, because I want to say I guarantee, because this is how I do, and I am at peace like a mug, Kev. When I tell you I don't deal with no issues outside of this household pertaining to other people, I'm talking about my own family.
For real, that's how you supposed to be, bro.
My own family. I don't deal with nobody issues. I I don't even know nothing about other people's issues.
No, bro.
I
That's
don't
how
even
you.
care to know about their
That's
issues.
how you stay at peace, bro.
I know it sounds like I don't care. That's
No, it ain't
not
about
the,
that.
It's not exactly because that's that negativity that you hear out of that.
Right. Oh, you don't care about me? Did I say that?
Exactly. Why are you hearing stuff that ain't even said?
Right. I said I'm not in your business. I'm not worried about what you got going on in your house.
Exactly. Look,
Yeah.
I love you, but he gonna keep beating on you because I'm not about to jump in it and you keep going back.
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
That's putting stress on me in my household.
Exactly.
So
now you messing up my household.
Exactly. Evidently, this nigga love you because he keep putting his hands on you.
Right.
and you keep going back to him. So
exactly.
I love you. You can call me anytime, but only know it reset every week. You got 2 days to keep talking about the same junk. After that, don't call me no more about it.
Exactly.
I coddle you for 2 days.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or I coddle you for 2 times out the week, 2 days out the week. I'll give you that much. But after that, nigga, grow up.
Right. Exactly.
Man, get your emotions under control and stop worrying about other cats, what they think about you. They don't even know you to think anything about you. Stop it. I don't want to. Excuses. You choosing to be in depression mode. You choosing that. You get your butt up. You know you chose to not get up. So get your butt up then.
That's why MCH called him a punk, nigga. Wake your punk ass up.
for you get shot.
Right.
He ain't say for you get shot. I just added that for you. But yeah, and again, and the last thing is speak and hear in general.
Oh, that would be funny as hell.
What?
Because he said for the 93 shot, but it's good. Wake your punk ass up or you get shot.
Yeah. It is funny.
Did that nigga say before you get shot?
It is funny to first of all, it's a double entendre to me. The first entendre is first entendre. the first entendre is I find it's hilarious because the visual that came in my head is somebody was sleeping and they didn't wake up and he just got shot.
He shot a nigga in his sleep.
Exactly. Shot him with a butt chin. That'll wake me up.
Wake up,
and the second entendre is that's exactly what he said. He said, open your eyes because you gonna get shot if you don't.
Right. For real. Exactly.
Like, open your eyes. They coming for you. They coming for us.
Exactly.
So, double entendre in my book. So, but Cal, give your shout outs, man.
Hey, shout out to the listeners. Shout out to the viewers. Shout out to our family, my family, your family. Everybody that's, that leave comments. Everybody that's depressed. Everybody that's happy. All y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Hey, Cal, man. That was so negative of you to say that, all that stuff, man. So negative, man. You ain't had no reason to put the word depression in your shout outs. No, you had no reason. But you're right. I heard depression because I heard negativity.
See, you know what I'm saying? My bad.
See, you see how I took a moment to think about what he said. I hope you know what, you're right. You did say depressed.
Right.
I'm tripping.
Everybody, my bad. I heard you wrong. Yeah,
I'm tripping. Exactly.
You just said it yourself. I heard you wrong.
Stop letting mad be your first reaction.
Right.
Man, exactly. That's why you're gonna get shot when your eyes not open.
Yeah, stop letting mad be your friend.
Your friend, Mad.
Stop hanging out with Mad.
Mad is your best friend for some reason. Mad is the very first reaction to anything outside of people that don't know me. It says
niggas out here just ready to get mad.
Exactly. Like I gotta know you. I gotta know you to teach you something. Like, you didn't know the freaking teacher when they was teaching you.
Right.
You didn't know the freaking therapist when you decided to go to therapist.
Exactly.
But since I ain't got no plaque on the wall, or I ain't no official teacher, you can't learn from a cat from the streets, even though you in the streets, you stupid dumbass.
Yep.
Freaking rereads, man. You are 100. That's the number one thing without doubt that makes you a nigga, is that mad is your first reaction to any and everything. You automatically a nigga.
That's the number one nigga trait.
Nigga trait out this world. You automatically a nigga if that's your go-to emotion. Yep. I want to give a shout out to all the listeners as well. You guys do right. You know I'm just making fun of you as well, at least for the ones who are not soft.
Right. The capital T at the end.
Exactly, the capital T at the end. Soft.
Right.
Freaking crybabies, man. Coddling. Like, don't come to look. Like, for real though, I do want to put this service out here. Like, I don't mind talking. I know how to be serious. I do make my fun even with my serious, but I do know how to take it serious. And people, for real though, listening to this, you can reach out to me, Messenger and all this stuff. You got something to say it. Come talk to me. But I will say this: do not come to me, whoever gets the courage, and expect coddling.
Right.
I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm not. I'm going to tell you my thoughts on the matter of what you just told me. And I will listen with general ears, man, because, oh my goodness, you freaking program people. And deprogram yourself too before coming to me, man. I don't want to deal with that either.
Right. Reset your
exactly.
Hit reset.
Exactly. Go behind your ear and go down, push that little bitty button that's inside that little hole that these devices be having, and hit the reset button.
Exactly, bro.
Man. And I also want to give a shout out to my family. Me love y'all, my wife, my kids, me love you. And you too, Kev, man. You're my best friend, my best homie. We know each other since third grade. We ain't never had a fight. We ain't never thought about arguing. Want to know why? Because we heard each other and we played with each other in general growing up.
It's been about 30 years. That's crazy.
30 years, man.
30 years, bro.
30 years and never had an argument or a fight.
Nope.
I wonder how many cats who are emotional right now.
That's because our emotions ain't set on mad, nigga.
Exactly, man. Our emotions ain't set on mad. Also, when we say something that everybody else think is mean, we know it ain't mean that I'm being mean right now, because you know I'm not a mean person. So why would you think what I said was mean?
Exactly.
Now you would have said, if I would have said, man, your mama's a bitch.
Right.
Even you know you would start cracking them laughing, because you wouldn't even expect me to say your mama's a bitch.
Right. Like, wait a minute, what's this?
If you would have just came out of nowhere and just said, man, I think your mama's a bitch.
Right.
I would have busted out because I know you're not a mean person. I know you're not a mean person. And I know even on a bad day that you having, that you ain't gonna just come out and say something on that type of level.
Exactly.
It's like, man, so people, check your emotions before you wreck your emotions are already wrecked, but you most definitely wrecking yourselves.
Right.
You most definitely wrecking yourself.
Q was trying to tell him back in the day.
Man, he tried to, but man.
Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Now they already wrecked.
They wrecked, and now
the world is wrecked.
He just in the back. Yeah.
Got it all to myself.
Until the next episode, whatever.
If you would have made it this far, but then you made it to the end of the show, you can stay posted, but we gotta go. But wait a minute, leave a comment, tell us what you think about it. Come again, tell a friend, tell whoever listening, whatever talk.